Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Learning the Kitchen, I want to share with you my recipe for my pomegranate glazed ham. It is so delicious, and to be honest, I wasn't planning on making a ham recipe here in Learning the Kitchen for this season, but then I thought about it, and I thought about how incredibly festive it is to have a ham at your get-together, whether it's a holiday party, maybe your holiday meal. It's just easy, it's delicious, there's so much you can do with it, leftovers are phenomenal, and it really is a feast. I mean, it's just one giant piece of ham, which is what I have here. This is a fully cooked ham, and now what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to score it. So basically, you don't want to go all throughout the meat, you just want to score the very top, just like so. Top of the skin, all on one side, and you're gonna score this, and I'm telling you, first of all, it's gonna look beautiful once it's roasted, and second of all, when we make our glaze to go over the top of this, it's all gonna seep in there. It's gonna be delicious. Now, I did make my honey glazed ham for Easter here in Laura in the Kitchen, so if pomegranate glaze is just not your thing and you like a traditional honey glazed ham, then you need to check out that recipe, because I feel very confident in saying that that is the mother of all honey glazed ham recipes. It's that good. But for something a little more festive, I figured I'd make a pomegranate glaze this year, which I made before, to share with you. Now that you've gone all across, now that you've gone ahead and done and slit this on one, I can't even talk today, that's how excited I am. You're gonna go across because you wanna make sure that you have got nice little pockets right there. You see that? The scoring right there is gonna go perfect. Now, you also wanna make sure you have your oven preheated to 350 at this point. And now, because our pomegranate glaze has sugar in it, make sure that you line your baking pan or roasting pan with some aluminum foil, because the sugar will burn and then it will be so difficult to come off. So I'm just gonna finish scoring this on this side. Once you have this nice and scored all over the top, you're gonna go ahead and place it, I call it face side down, and then you're gonna cover this well with some aluminum foil, and I just kind of go ahead and cover the whole thing. And now this is going to go into your preheated oven it's been preheated to 350. Now this is an 8-pound ham, so it's going to be in there for about an hour and 50 minutes, and then we're going to take it out and make our glaze and glaze it up and put it back in the oven, and it's going to be delicious, and I want to get to eating. Time to make the glaze for our ham. Now what I have here is some pomegranate juice. This is just some plain pomegranate juice, nothing else in there. You'll need brown sugar. Then I've got some Dijon mustard and some coarse grained mustard. Now, I'm not gonna lie, a long time ago, anytime I made pomegranate glazed ham, I just used pomegranate juice, I used brown sugar and a little bit of preserves, but I read somewhere to add a little bit of mustard to the glaze, and it was extraordinary. So that's what I've been doing since. And I guarantee if you do that, you'll never look back. Now what I have here is a saucepan, turning that over about medium heat. I'm gonna add my pomegranate juice along with my brown sugar. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook these two together until the mixture reduces by about half, which should take 5-6 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. Just keep your eye on that. You'll just want this to be, it thickens up a bit, it's reduced, and it's gonna be phenomenal. This is looking perfect. It's thickened really well. It actually ended up taking about 12 minutes, so just keep your eye on it. I'm gonna add in both kinds of mustard to this. You could definitely use all grainy mustard or all Dijon mustard if you wanted to. I'm adding a combination of both because I love the flavor of Dijon mustard and I like the texture of grainy mustard, but I just didn't want to use all grainy mustard because then it just ended up being too gritty. Just gonna mix those in. Smells amazing already. Oh. Get the mustard mixed in there. Just gonna turn the heat up just a tiny tad. That looks good. I took the ham out of the oven and I just flipped it around so that the cut side is facing up. And now you're just gonna pour the glaze all over the top, and you're gonna let it run down. Oh, this is gonna be so good. You can see the mustard sticking to the ham. Oh, so fantastic. Oh. Now this is gonna go back into the oven for another I'd say maybe hour and a quarter, and you want to make sure that you baste this every 15 minutes or so, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's done. I mean, really, that on the center of the table, oh, gorgeousness. My ham was in the oven with the glaze on for an hour and 15 minutes, and I basted it every 15 minutes, and I mean, look at that. It's just sticky. It smells delicious. It's got great color. Now, admittedly, I am not the world's best carver, probably the worst, but I'm just gonna cut a few slices, oops, just so that you can see, and I just really want that very first slice, this one right here. So delicious. Now, one tip I forgot to give you in the beginning of the video is that when you bring your ham home, when you're ready to cook it, and you unwrap it, make sure that you rinse it under cold water quite a few times. What I even like to do is I like to put it in a big pot with cold water in it and let it sit there for about 20 minutes or so. That kind of gets rid of the extra salt that's in the ham. So you make sure you do that. But that is divine. I know, I'm very excited. You can serve this as is, just keep slicing it, put it on bread, it's good to go. You can make delicious, delicious sandwiches with my homemade white bread and just put a little tiny bit of mayo and coarse mustard on it, and it is delightful. Make this for your holiday party or holiday meal. Let me know how you like it. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. The recipe's on LaurenInTheKitchen.com, of course. Bye.